Welcome on into another edition of Warchant TV. We're talking recruiting because Michael Langston is here, recruiting analyst for Warchant.com, the ultimate Seminoles sports source. Hit the thumbs up button at any point if you like the information he is giving to you free of charge. Our members enjoy this sort of access every single day. You folks get it every now and then on YouTube, but now is probably the best time to join up forces with us over at Warchant.com. We're running an absolutely amazing promo right now. The promo code is Norvell 2020. You get 25% off. 25% off an annual membership, then a $25 gift card to Garnet and Gold. If you don't live in Tallahassee, it's fine. You can use it online on their website. And Gene Williams is like, hey, I'm going to give you 3 months free on top of it. So this now is the time to join forces with us over at Warchant.com, the ultimate Seminoles sports source. Again, promo code Norvell 2020. You get 25% off the annual membership, $25 gift card, and then 3 free months of access. Now, how are you going to top that, Michael Langston? Give us some good news on the defensive end hot board. How about you do that, can you?
Man, that's tough to top that. That's a fantastic deal. People need to jump on that. But now we're going to go through the hot board, stick with some of the main targets. I'll start with the top, which is the one that everyone he always talks about is Chambray Jackson out of Orlando, Florida. He's a guy I think FSU sits in a very good spot with. Wouldn't surprise me if he jumped on board in the next few weeks, just because, as I've told people with these recruiting chats, the pandemic speeds up things. So I think, he's a guy that, to certainly watch, and he's a guy that I think, could pop for the Seminoles. So definitely he's the name to watch. Some other guys that are certainly high on the board will be Landon Watson. I think TCU is the main competition there. Hunter Washington's a really good close friend of his. FSU's done a great job recruiting him with Coach JP and obviously Coach Thompson. They've done a phenomenal job as far as recruiting Landon Watson. He was supposedly going to make a decision probably like 2 weeks ago, but he didn't do that. And I think the reason why is I think Landon wants to see FSU. He wants to visit FSU. I think there's some momentum there as far as some traction that FSU is making there as well with him. And then another guy is Kyran Montgomery. FSU's in his top three. His top three is Minnesota, Iowa State, and FSU. I get the impression it's FSU, Minnesota. Those seem to be the main teams. And certainly I think out of that group, FSU is certainly the team that had the momentum right when they offered. So I think that one's going to be a close battle as far as FSU. But the thing is, he really likes tradition at FSU, what they do with defensive ends. They certainly need some edge rushers, and Kyran fits that. He can play that Fox role if you need it to. So he's a guy they have a solid shot with, and, I covered that in the hot board. And then the other guy is Zion Reeves out of North Carolina. He's a guy that I think, they're very active with. NC State's probably the biggest competition. I'd probably lean more towards NC State holding a little edge there right now, but I mean it's a close battle. But I think those are some of the main ones. Now they already have 2 commitments already in this class. Joshua Farmer out of a local kid out of Gadsden County over there in Havana, and then they also the recent commitment they had from Byron Turner, who's out of St. Augustine, which is David Johnson's old stomping ground. So they have 2 commitments already, and then. I think there's going to be several new, targets that'll emerge on the board. I think they'll still go after the Thomas Davis kid in Lowndes, even though he's committed to Miami. Location-wise, that's very attractive to him. I know FSU was a school that he was very high on. I think if you play the season and the season gets underway, he's a guy to certainly watch going forward as far as FSU making a splash there as far as possibly getting heavily in the mix there, and because I think he's certainly going to take a few visits there just to see what FSU's about. So I wouldn't close the door totally on Thomas Davis, but those are some of the defensive ends. I think I guess the main targets of what they're looking at right now in this class.
There you go, folks. The hot board, the latest right here on Warchant TV, courtesy of Warchant.com's Michael Langston. Head over to the premium recruiting board for up-to-date information on all things Florida State recruiting. Michael, your time, man. We appreciate it.
You got it.